My name is Bhavesh Parmar. So today is our third session. In previous session we have discussed how to write HTML programs and we studied so many tags. So which tags we have discussed? Let's we take the revision. First of all we discussed B tag, then I tag, U tag, thereafter HR tag, then BR tag, P tag and strike tag. So these many tags we have discussed in previous session. The role of B tag is used to display the information in bold form. I is used for italic format. U is for underlining the text. HR tag is for drawing the horizontal line in my web page. BR tag is used for line breaking purpose. It display the information on next line. P tag is used to display the given information in various paragraph form. And the strike tag is used to cut the text. It will draw a line from middle of the text. So these many tags we have discussed in our earlier session. Now in today's session we see some additional interesting tag. So to our today's first tag is SUP. So our first point is meaning of this tag. So SUP stands for superscript. The meaning of SUP tag is superscript. It is also a pair tag, means its companion tag is /SUP. Now, what is the question? What is the role of this tag? So SUP tag is used at various places in a web page when we try to insert different mathematical equations and formulas in a web page. SUP tag is very helpful. So how can we use that SUP tag and how it helps to display mathematical equations and formulas? Generally SUP means superscript. It will display the text at exponential level, or you can say that at power position. So how it will display the text? Just I will show you. Example, suppose if I wish to display the equation like this, 2x square plus 5xy minus 9y square is equal to 0. Suppose this type of information I want to display in my web page, then it will more convenient by using this SUP tag. So how can we write? Let's see. So first of all we have to display 2x, then this 2 display at power position. That information should be present in between SUP, then 2 and /SUP. Suppose if I am going to write down up to this much text, it will display output only 2x square. So here I am going to write down the remaining text, 5xy minus 9y. Again I have to display square. So I am going to write down again SUP 2 /SUP is equal to 0. So whenever I am going to write down this type of code in my notepad, then it will show me the output like this in my web page. Got it? So we can write different kinds of equations, mathematical formula by using this SUP tag. Let me take another example. Suppose if I want to display E is equal to MC square. We are familiar with this equation, E is equal to MC square. So suppose if I want to display this type of information in my web page, so how can I write the code? So first of all I am going to write down E is equal to MC, then SUP 2 /SUP. So it will display the output like this. Got it? How we use SUP tag? I am again going to repeat. SUP stands for superscript. It is used to display the information at power position, and generally it helps to display mathematical formula as well as equations in my web page. It is a pair tag. Its companion tag is /SUP. And these are the two separate examples that I am going to show you. Now we switch on to our next tag. So next tag is also similar to SUP tag. but there is a little bit change. So our next tag is SUB. Previously we discussed SUP. Now we are going to discuss SUB. SUB stands for subscript. And our previous tag is SUP. P means superscript, power position. SUB. B stands for base. So it will display the text at base level. And generally it is also a pair tag, and its companion tag is /SUB. The text must be present in between SUB and /SUB, and it is widely used to display mathematical formula as well as chemical reactions in my web page. Chemical formula is also represented by this SUB tag. I will show you some examples which are related with SUB tag. Let me take our first example. Suppose if I am going to display like this CH3 CH2OH. So generally it is a formula for ethanol. So how I am going to represent in my SUB form? So let me write. First of all I have to write down CH, then this 3 display at base level. So I should mention this 3 in SUB and /SUB. So it will automatically shift it to the base level. Then CH, again I have to write down SUB2 /SUB, then dash and OH. So I have to write down, this is my code and this is the output. So this is my first example. We can also write down the second example like this, H2SO4. So in this case 2 and 4 display at base level. So how can I write this? H, then I have to write down SUB2 /SUB, then SO SUB4 /SUB. Now we see third example. So this third example, we are going to use the combination of SUP tag and SUB tag. So I will show you. Suppose if I want to display this type of equation, 2x1 square minus 2x1y1 plus 5y1 square is equal to 5. Suppose this type of equation I want to be display in my web page. Now how I am going to read 2x1 square, not 2x square 1. So this type of information I have to use, means 1 I have to show at base level, 2 at power position. So how can I write? So first of all I have to write down 2x, then I want this 1 at base level. So that's why first of all I am using SUB1 /SUB, again continue SUP2 /SUP. Suppose if I am writing like this, then it will display only this much text, 2x1 square. Now again I am going to write down 2x, then SUB1 /SUB y SUB1 /SUB, then again 5y SUB1 /SUB, continue SUP2 /SUP is equal to 5. Means you have to write down the code like this, and then you will get the output in this format. So this is my code, I'm just mentioning code, and this is my output. So these are the various examples which are related with SUP tag and SUB tag. Now we discussed next tag. So our next tag is big tag. So as the name suggests, big means it try to do something big like this. Okay. So what is use of big tag? It will display the given information in bigger font size. But note that if we use the biggest font size, then the effect of big tag will not show you on your web page. Why? Because we are using the extreme value, so we cannot extend the extreme level. So suppose if I'm using the font size 10 and if I'm using big tag, then it will display the given information with regular font size plus 1, means it will display the text in bigger font size. So it is also a pair tag, and its companion tag is /big, and generally it is used to display the information in bigger font size. So suppose here I am going to write down the example. So suppose here I am write down like hi, then if I am using big tag, and suppose here I am going to write down like this, how are you, and then if I am writing /big, then its output is like this, hi. So you can realize the difference. Hi will display in normal font size, comma, where how are you, it will display with large font size. Got it? Now similarly big tag, there is one more tag, opposite tag, small tag. And as the name suggests, small tag, it helps to display the text in small font size. Suppose if I am using font size 24, then it will display the text with font size 23 or lower level. It is also a pair tag. Its companion tag is /small, and the information should be present in between small tag and /small tag. And suppose here I am going to write down one example, hello, and suppose here I am using small tag, and here I am going to write down suppose Nagar, and then here /small, then what is my output? So it will display like this, hello, and Nagar, it will display smaller than this hello text. So this is the effect of small tag. The role of big tag is used to display the text with bigger font size, where small tag is used to display the text with small fonts. Now we are going to see a new tag. Our next tag is EM tag. EM tag stands for emphasis. EM tag stands for emphasis. Emphasis means what? We are giving the weightage, or we can giving the stress on particular thing. So it is represented by EM tag. EM means emphasis, and it is also pair tag. Its companion tag is /EM, and generally EM tag is alternating tag for I tag. Means I tag is used to represent the text in italic style, even though EM tag is also display the text in italic style. But when we use EM tag, when we use in mobile phone, when there is one option, text to speech. In that case, emphasis tag display the text in italic style, which is not possible for I tag. So you keep one thing in your mind, EM tag is used when we used text to speech format. EM tag is helpful. In that case, I tag doesn't work. So its output is almost similar to I tag, which represents the text in italic font style. There is one more alternating text tag is there. We use that tag as a strong tag. As the name suggests, strong tag means it is doing something extra. But keep one thing in your mind, strong tag, the working of strong tag is almost similar to the B tag. So what is the role of B tag? B tag helps to display the text in bold form. Even though strong tag is also display the text in bold form. So that's why I'm telling earlier, the working of strong tag is almost similar to B tag. And it is also used like EM. When we use to convert the given text to speech to text, then strong tag is helpful. Our next tag is pre tag. The full form of pre-tag is predefined text. This tag is very helpful because it is used or it helps to display the information according to the user requirement. Generally what happens when we display some information with some additional blank spaces, computer remove all the blank spaces and it will display only single blank space. So it is not according to the user, but pre-tag helps to display the predefined text format without making any change in the text. So how it will display, I will show you with example. But first of all, the pre-tag is also a pair tag. Its companion tag is /pre. The information must be present in between pre-tag and /pre-tag. So thereafter I am going to write down the example. So suppose here I am writing like this pre, and suppose if I want to display one series like this 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. This type of series we have seen in C++ in repetitive for statements. So suppose if here I am going to write down like this, but in this format, then its output will be like this 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. But suppose if I am not using pre-tag, then how the output will look like? So the output will be like this without pre-tag. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So it will display like this without pre-tag. But suppose if I want in this format, this style, so we should always use pre-tag. So it will show you the output as it is. So this is the basic difference between ordinary text and using pre-tag text. Got it? Now, thereafter we are going to see a very interesting tag. It is a group of tags and its name is heading tags. So how it is special for us? Because HTML provides different types of heading styles which can be used in our web page with different font style. So generally HTML provides 6 different headings. These heading tags represented by like this H1, then H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. So these are the different headings. H1 tag will display the text with largest font size, where we compare with this H6. H6 tag display the text with smallest font size. So it is in decreasing order. And keep one thing in your mind, all these heading tags are paired. Means its companion tag is /H1, then /H2, /H3, /H4, /H5, /H6. So these are the companion tags for related with these heading tags. Now we see some example and its output also, how it will show you. Let's see. Suppose here I am going to write down one example. Suppose here I am write down here, suppose beam. All of you know very well beam, chota beam character. So here I am using the same example and I am going to write down the same text for all these 6 heading tags. I am repeating the same text H1, the text /H1. So in this way I am going to write down the same text for H6. So now, as I told you earlier, H1 tag will display the text with largest font size. So here in front of this I am going to write down its output. So its output will look like this beam. Then H2 is quite lower font size, so it will like this beam. Then H3 is again a smaller, H4 again smaller than H3, H5 again smaller than H4, and the H6 is smallest font ever. Now these are the 6 different heading tags we can use according to our requirement. Generally H1 is used for larger heading in my web page, and sometimes we see in advertisement on our TV, they will show you the text with smallest font size. Conditions apply. So some hidden properties are there that can be represented by H6, which is smallest font size. So these are the output of all these H1 to H6 tag in front of you. So in the same video, you will get the notes related with today's tags that we have studied. And even though now there is one more additional thing in this video, that is our first HTML HSC board practical. Means how we are going to perform our HTML practical, that I am going to show in this video. So generally what happen, for practical point of view, HTML carry 3 hours and the question is given in the form of slip. So what are the student point of view? What they're trying to do, they just try to read the question, read the requirements of the web page, and according to that they can develop that web page. So there is no any bounding to the student, means which type of information we are going to add in that web page. It is totally depends on the student. Means there is no compulsion, means you have to insert the information only this topic or this topic. Every student can write the individual independent information according to that student view. But the one thing, the restriction is what? They are providing you the basic tags. So these tags you have to use in your web page. So student must use this tag to display the information during the web page designing. So I request you to see that video, practical video, and try to perform by your own. And even though notes are also provided that I told you earlier, so you please write down the notes carefully, and if you are not getting anything, please repeat the video 1 or 2 times, so that will more clear to you how to use HTML and how to write down the programs. So guys, thanks for watching this video. In next video, we are using some more additional tags that we will learn. Thank you.